Hey everybody, good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Welcome to Discussions with Dallas and Rae J. So please share the video, hit share when you log in and tune in so we can talk about Master Focus today. Hi everybody in Facebook land. I'm co-hosting, sitting in for the lovely Lady Rae J today. Very thankful to be here with Dallas, Discussions with Dallas at Ferguson USA Hot Talk Radio. Erica Badu, what you gonna do when they come for you? We in a mellow groove in the studio. We got some peace and calming essential oils. Hey Rick Mutri, how's it going? Thank you for joining in today. Got my flower on my hat going today. Giving my little sultry summer dresses, summer hats. So I invite people to join the video blog. Hey Miss Jeanette Perry. Hit the share button, and join your friends. Tell them to join in. So we're going to talk about Master Focus today. And if you haven't gotten your book, get your copy. Amazon.com, you can get your copy, or you can order it directly through me, my PayPal account. You can go to my page, Through My Eyes book page, like and share that page. I do sell my product on my page and on Southern Butterfly Entertainment. Thank you. Lips popping as always. That's my signature. Thanks to Mac Products, baby. So we're on a little commercial break. We're getting ready to come back. Tune in everybody. Hey Perry, thank you for joining in. GSU in the building, Atlanta, Georgia. Where you guys logging in from? I know Richard's in California, Perry's in Georgia. Jeanette Perry, where are you tuned in from? Oh, well, thank you, Mr. Elliott, for tuning in live. Thank you. Share. Invite your friends to join in on this live video blog, please, and thank you. I am ready, Mr. Dallas. Yes. Thank you for sharing, you guys. All right. Sleep well, Rae J. Alexandria, Louisiana. Yes.
Here in the studio on Discussions with Dallas, live with Rae J here on Ferguson USA, HotTalkRadio.com. In our studio, we have authoress Bethany Rucker. Bethany is going to be speaking to us about mastering your focus. But before we go there, she's doing a rather exemplary job at filling in for the Lady Rae J. I know that is almost impossible to do, but she has undertaken the task, and the baton has been passed, and she's doing a fantastic job. And I'm loving that lipstick. What is that you got there? I'm gonna let everyone else see. Go ahead.
It is the violet purple.
My phone's not acting right.
It's I think it's Mammoth lip liner and violet purple.
Wow.
Gloss. So.
A bottle of water that's blocking your head. I'm going to position that over this way. Can you put your phone that way?
Yeah, hold on.
There we go. We're talking about mastering your focus. What exactly is mastering your focus? What does that mean? I'm a focused man. Go ahead.
Well, mastering your focus is basically about what you think about is what you bring about. So whatever you focus on mentally, subliminally, directly, indirectly, is what you're going to give your time to. And that is so important because many times we focus on the wrong things. And I'm human like anybody else is human. So that does not mean that we don't have life storms, we don't have family storms, we don't have, things that distract us or that come up. But when you take the time to develop a routine, that's why routine is so important for meditating in the morning. If you're wanting to be a motivational speaker, a life coach, an entrepreneur, then in your thoughts, you're going to think about that. You're going to visualize what that looks like. You're going to speak it out loud and say, I'm an exemplary life coach. I'm an exemplary entrepreneur. So what you focus on is what you're going to give your time to. And many times it's very difficult to block out the distractions because they are designed to take your focus off where it should be, and they are designed to get you off the path and the course of walking in your purpose. Many times I always talk about when you go through painful situations or traumatic situations, those situations are what help you to define, develop, and find your purpose. Because when you're walking in purpose, then you walk through it with a different attitude. You really understand how God's grace works in your life, and you can still be happy. You can still count it all joy. You can be thankful for the storm that you're in. You could be thankful for the test. You could be thankful for the trial, because you know it serves a bigger purpose, and you know it's a much bigger picture than what you can see with your human eye or what's right in front of you. So that is something that I am learning how to get stronger at, is mastering my focus. I have a business coach that I'm working with, and my $1 billion mentors, which is Mr. Cortez Springer, because I listen and tune into his show, and Mr. Jawar, and Renell Parker and Floyd Boykin Jr. Those are people who have been pretty significant in my life, with supporting me, with encouraging me, with helping me brainstorm and think outside the box. And when I have a thought that comes to fruition, they very much have encouraged me to follow it and see it through, and not just let it sit there and die as a thought in my head. But, what would it take to see that come to fruition and hit the end result? That was one of the things that Cortez talked about on his show this morning. He said, for people who say they really love their job and love what they do, how come you don't love it enough to want to do it for yourself and to have your own business doing what you love to do versus working for someone else? He also talked about, if you're okay with someone else supporting you and feeding you, then you're also okay with someone else being able to starve you, because they definitely control your income and control when you eat and if you're not going to eat. And he just kind of pointed out how these long-time corporations and things like Macy's and Kmart, different stores that have been around for years, are all, closing down. They're closing down several stores nationwide. So he was just explaining that there is a reason for that. And if you feel that working for someone else is not risky, then you're misguided and you misunderstand, economics and how things work. So mastering your focus, there's some great books out there that you can read to help you, master your focus. And when you work on that, I just recently bought a book called Master Strategy by Christy Jackson, and it helps you to strategize what you want to do with your business ideas, with your business goals. Each day I meditate, and I meditate on the type of speaker that I want to be. I meditate on what my mission statement, what my message is, what my brand is, what makes what I have to say and what I represent different than all the other motivational speakers and life coaches out there. So, and with that being said, I feel like a big part of my message is how to overcome adversity, in traumatic situations, because being a law enforcement officer in the military, I have experienced traumatic situations and I have overcome them, and they were pretty difficult to overcome. Nothing in life happens by accident, but by divine design. So when you understand that and you learn to look at it, not from a negative perspective, not from, why is this happening to me perspective, but look at it as, thank you, God, for choosing me to walk this walk. Thank you for choosing me to go through this storm. Help me to embrace, the greatness that's in me. And what is it that you want me to learn out of this situation? How do you want me to come out of this situation? And when I meditate or when I pray, I talk to God just like I'm having a conversation with you all out here listening to this show. I admit and say, I'm struggling, God. I don't know how to have an attitude of gratitude about this. I'm not happy about this. I feel some type of way about this. It's really making my spirit weak. It's making my spirit, solemn or damper or whatever the emotion or the mood is that I'm feeling. So, and I ask, for him to encourage me, to strengthen me, to turn my mood around and to be joyous about it. Because the Bible says to count it all joy when you are thrown into temptation and storms. But sometimes it's hard to do that because in the midst of the storm or while you're going through it, there's nothing joyous, happy, exciting, or enthusiastic about it. So what I've learned in the meditation and the master focus is you don't focus on the pain. You don't focus on the problem. You focus on the finish line. Where is it that you're trying to go and why are you trying to get there? Hey, Miss Ruth, thank you for tuning in. And you focus on your why. Your why is what makes you keep putting one foot in front of the other when you want to throw in the towel. Your why is why you continue to figure out new ways to reinvent yourself, to communicate and connect with those that is your target audience. Your why is always your driving factor as to why you got started on the path that you're on. So what you think about, you bring about. Learning how to network and collaborate with other like-minded people is such a beautiful thing. I tell people all the time there is room at the top for everybody. You don't have to backbite or step on the neck or toes of anybody else to be successful, to get your opportunity, for doors to open. But you have to know your purpose. You have to be very excited about your purpose, and you have to know how to create and seize the moment when those opportunities present itself, because what may look like nothing to you can be everything to somebody else. And God doesn't place people across your path for no reason or by coincidence. He places them across your path on purpose, and it's for you to see and understand that is why you have a purpose. We all have a purpose to serve. We all have a purpose to make impact. We all have a purpose and a job to do, to be the best version of ourselves that we can be. So we really are not in competition with anybody. And there's no need to hate on what somebody else has. There's no need to hate on someone else's accomplishments or their growth or whatever blessings God has decided to give them at that moment in time in their season. When it's your season, it's your season. What is for you is for you. But there's a season and time for everything. Ecclesiastes 3 talk about that. There's a time for death. There's a time to mourn. There's a time to weep. There's a time for joy. There's a time for everything. And there's a time when we all will die. So when you understand whatever your season is, just embrace it and say, thank you, God, for my season. Thank you. If this is my season for having great health and I don't have any health issues and I don't have, really any drama. My kids are doing well. They're doing great in school. My marriage, whatever. Just thank God for the season that you're in, because it all connects together. There is no, reason that the dots doesn't connect. And your job is to learn and see how those dots connect as you're walking along your journey. So focusing and understanding and knowing that, hey, greatness lies in you. You have to tap into that greatness. You focus on your strengths. You focus on what you want to change, in the world and those in the world, the environment of those who are around you and that have, been blessed to know you, to come in contact with you, because you are being used. And that's, people say just, the biggest and hardest thing to do is to move out of your own way and allow God to use you. That is so true, because we always feel like we have to be well put together like leather. We have to look like we don't have any flaws. We have to look and give the appearance that we're so strong. But in actuality, that's when God actually uses you the best, in your weakness, because that is when his strength is most shown, in your weakness, when you are not in control. So mastering your focus, what you put into your mind is what's going to come out, is what you're going to act upon. So when you put in filth, and I'll just use the little ratchet reality shows, because, everybody has their, guilty pleasures, of what they do and what they like to do, what they like to watch. But if you continue to just put the wrong things into your mind, which is into your heart, then what you're going to gravitate to is exactly those things. So, we've all been through failed relationships. We've all been through broken relationships or painful relationships. So when you just continue to focus on the pain of that previous relationship, or what didn't work in that previous relationship, what you didn't like in that previous relationship, you're constantly putting that negative karma vibe out into the, world, law of attraction. So you have to change what you're thinking about and focusing on, because that's why you keep attracting that same idiot of a guy or girl, because that's where you're focused on all the bad things. Focus on the good things. Focus on, having you a man of God, a man that prays, a man that's loyal, a man that's, faithful, that's committed, that's driven. Speak into existence what it is you want and focus on those things, and that is exactly what you're going to attract. Mastering your focus is a daily activity. So, when the Bible talks about dying to yourself, picking up your cross and following me daily, that's a daily focus. You have to focus that. If you don't put any of God's word into your spirit, then you are spiritually anorexic. You have to feed your spirit with spiritual food, just like you feed your body with regular food every day, because your equilibrium won't be centered and it won't be balanced when you're not putting the right element into your mind, into your spirit. So that's what we're talking about today, mastering your focus. And if you've never tried mastering your focus, I would highly encourage you to join me on a fast starting May 1st through May 31st, just so you can do that, so you can master your focus, make a vision board, and focus on exactly what you want to accomplish in those 30 days. If you're going to give up Pepsi or give up soda, give up pork, give up candy, give up potato chips, junk food, whatever it is that you're going to do to make your health better, a lifestyle change so that you can know exactly where you're trying to go, I encourage you to join on the challenge.
Hey, 6:15 right now here in the studio, author Bethany Rucker, mastering your focus. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, she's going to resume her regularly scheduled program here in our studios. Okay? Keep it locked.
Hey, this is for the lover in you. Ray J is not here today. Everyone, whoever asked that, Tamika. Huh?
How long of a break do you want?
Oh, that's up to you.
Okay.
Let me get some water though. Tamika, she's just not here today. I guess she wasn't feeling good.
Hey, how we doing today? Mr. Dallas here is sitting in with
Hydrate, water break, hydrate.
GMB, Greater Midwest Baseball. Sitting today in Ohio this weekend. That's a fantastic ball. Turn it down just a little bit there. Hey, hope you're enjoying the show. Our author is Bethany Rucker. Bethany Rucker here in the studio, talking about mastering your focus. Some very good information. So be sure to go back and check this live out. Hey, what's your Facebook page?
My Facebook page is Author Bethany Rucker. Author Bethany Rucker is my Facebook page.
Okay. Go to Author Bethany Rucker. You can hear the entire interview over there. I'm going
Hey Lawrence, hey Adrian, hey Kevin, hey Abigail, hey Lisa, Tamika, Mac. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Hey Edgar, Eric, Marv.
Alrighty, keep it locked here at the discussion with Dallas Rae J on Ferguson USA, HotTalkRadio.com. Give us a call here, 314-388-9622. Say hello to Von Shea, Miss. I'll leave hanging on,
Cause a woman like you, I don't mean to play around.
Okay? And of course, authoress Bethany Rucker here in the studio.
My mind with the love that you give me, that's what you hear me say, girl, every day. It's for the lover in you, baby. Hey, brother. Hey, Lorraine. That there ain't no maybe. It's for the lover in you, baby. And this time, I'm gonna laugh forever.
Basically, friends, here it is for the
Tamika said hi, Dallas.
And you. Hey, Tamika,
Chanel.
I can never get her name right. Tamika Chanel, thank you so much for tuning in. Sweetheart, we love you. Tell your manager, Mr. Dallas says hello. Okay. Author is Bethany Rucker here in the studio. Bethany, tell us about that mastering your focus.
Mastering your focus. So, my question to you all, we're at the end of April and we're, I guess a third or a fourth of the way through 2017. What would you like to see change in your life in 30 days? May 1st is going to be the day of the beginning of a 30-day challenge. You can pick whatever it is. If you want to give up something, like I said, if you want to get in better shape, you're going to master your focus about getting in shape. Buy a health magazine. Off the rack, cut the pictures out of the magazine. Put it on your vision board. Say, I am healthy. I am in shape. I'm going to get in the best shape of my life. And say that to yourself every morning you wake up and look in the mirror. My thing that I say to myself each morning, that I'm thankful for waking up. And I say, I am bold, I am brilliant, I am bodacious, I am beautifully me. I'm not in competition with anybody but me. Help me to be better today than I was yesterday. So, mastering your focus, kind of if anybody, we have any Being Mary Jane fans out there, how she kind of puts little sticky notes all around her house, like so she can see those reminders. I have that same sort of thing. I put my little sticky notes, and I put them more so in my bathroom because I spend a decent amount of time, like most women, in our bathroom because we brush our teeth. First and last place we go when we wake up is the bathroom. So while I'm doing my regimen and doing my facial mask or skincare cleaning regimen and brushing my teeth, I can read my notes while I'm in there because you're usually not doing anything else. So it's a great way to focus in on what's important, meaning the last thing your thoughts are on before you go to sleep and the first thing your thoughts are on when you wake up. You master your focus. You figure out, the best time for you to meditate and carve out your 15 to 30 minutes. In the time that you're meditating, you read a positive affirmation, a quote. You have to positively affirm yourself each and every day. You can't depend on someone else to motivate you to, pat you on the back and say what you need to hear. You have to say it to yourself first and foremost, because when you do that, I guarantee you God will start putting people in your path to give you the confirmation. It's just like on Facebook. I know it never fails. It's a few of my, go-to friends that whenever I'm starting to feel down and I'm feeling discouraged or I'm feeling some type of way or frustrated about something, I run across a message in my timeline from a kindred spirit. Miss Marnice Segura, who is a personal trainer in the DC area, she's been my go-to person, and every time when I started to feel some type of way, she'll post something on her page and I will say, I received that, because it's a intentional focus on what you need to do. And it's okay if you fall. You only fail if you don't get back up. So I don't care how many times you fall. I don't care how many times you don't quite accomplish the things that you want within that 24-hour time period. You get yourself back up, you dust yourself off, and you get back in the fight. You get back in the game. You don't just sit on the sideline and sit on the bench and just throw your hands up and throw in the towel and say, that's it. That is the difference between someone that is, wealthy, that's a billionaire, and somebody that's still living paycheck to paycheck. It's because they didn't stop fighting. They got back in the fight. It's okay that you fall short on the goal. It's okay if you get knocked down. It's okay if things didn't quite pan out the way you set out for them to do based on you made your plan and you worked your plan. Because with each failure, within that plan, it teaches you what works and what does not work. So you will be successful. Each time you set out to a goal and you reach that goal, you have succeeded. You are successful. So it's just building on that. What they say, the small things that you do consistently over time equate to big, huge, enormous, gigantic accomplishments, because you're making those accomplishments in small increments. So you don't take down the elephant by trying to swallow the whole elephant. You take down the elephant by, in bite sizes, small bites, tiny bites, a little piece at a time. You keep chipping away. And when you're doing that, you get more confidence, you get stronger, you get more discipline, you get more drive, you get more dedication, you get more discipleship and awareness and discernment. So, and there's always, a ram in the bush that's there to, to give you that extra push when you need it. People ask me all the time, when do I sleep? And believe it or not, I get at least 6 to 7 hours of sleep every day. But I know with mastering my focus and learning how to do that, I maximize the hell out of my time every single day, which is 24 hours. I get a lot done in the time that I'm awake and when I'm focusing on something, because I know that's all it takes for me to get from point A to point B to point C to point D. It's about mastering your focus and knowing how to receive that which is for you, and recognize when God is opening those doors. Boldly, confidently walk through it and say, I am supposed to be here. I belong in this room. This is my purpose, and I'm here to let you know that I'm not done with what my mission is. Back to your mission statement in your branding. So anybody have any questions that they want to ask in Facebook land, or that's tuning in on Ferguson USA Hot Talk Radio? Or Dallas, do you have a question?
Actually, no, I'm enjoying this, listening to you.
Well, I do have a question for you. So,
there we go.
which pertains to mastering your focus.
Okay.
And everybody in Facebook Live land, when was the last time that you focused so much on something that you really wanted to accomplish? What was that? If you can remember, what was the last thing that you focused on and that it came to fruition? You hit that goal, no matter how long it took you to get there.
That last thing accomplishing probably was purchasing a vehicle for my oldest son during his senior year of high school on his birthday, which I was able to get that done. Prior to that, the starting and running of a business that I was able to successfully run for 2 years until the element overtook me. I actually have a few things on the table right now that borrowing a page out of your book. If you see it, you can achieve it, but you have to go visit your vision every day. You have to get yourself lined up with how you're going to step into that. And then once you step into, it's up to you to keep that going, or to keep from sinking and falling. And I'll keep it on you. You look a lot better than I do. But yeah, you have to visit your vision daily. And while you are out there trying to do whatever it is that you're trying to do, try and line yourself up with someone who's actually doing that. That way you can help pour into their business or their vision, and in the process you yourself will be able to acquire tidbits of information that you can incorporate once you step into your own walk, or step into your own path. And then, as you stated before, constantly seeking God, staying before Him. And it does not have to be a formal prayer. Basically, the best prayers are conversational. I'll be riding up and down the street, and I'm like, God, look, when is we gonna do this?
When is we gonna do?
Yeah, just to keep it 100, right?
Yes, Nurse Washington. Hydrate, 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 everybody. This should be the first and
hydrate,
last thing you put in your body. First and last thing.
Make sure you hydrate. Are you putting lemon in your water when you first get up?
Actually, I did. Yes, I don't have any in this one, but
I've been so lazy since the break-in. I'm dead serious, and I've got to get out of that. But I think this weekend was a very good indicator for me to resume my regularly scheduled program. And that's also being on the grind of whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish. You can take breaks, but when you take breaks from whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish, that much longer it's going to take you to achieve that. And Ray and I were in discussion today, which almost daily we are, before we come into the studio. And I knew she wasn't coming in, and we were discussing the situation. And I said, well, not that we need any special type of a pardon or anything, but people just do not understand how filled our days are. Especially, the average person might think, well, this is all we do, And believe it or not, your half-hour to 1 hour segment, it takes many hours to prepare successfully for something like that, and not to belittle or to look down upon what you're doing. Because Ray and I talk about this all the time. A person that comes to the show once a week to do a 2 hour segment or whatever the length of time is, they should have an action-packed show. They should have it completely, filled and gushing out the rafters, because they've had 13 and a half days to prepare and to make that the best possible show that they can do. Now, people that choose to take on what we do, which is daily, okay, during the course of my 8-hour day, which I'm certain those affiliated with Hazelwood would not particularly like hearing this, but I have to carve out, moments of my day when if I'm thinking of something. Successful people are full of adventurous thoughts, and when I mean adventurous, it pertains to whatever it is that they're doing, what their vision is, or they may be affiliated with someone who, in turn, can benefit from the information that their minds, okay, which can help them either achieve their vision or help get them to the next level. And because of that, I'm daily on my phone. I'm constantly on my phone. I'm texting. I send myself text messages. I send myself emails because I'm not a Mary Jane person where I post things, but I know I'm going to be in my email, especially when I'm at work. And then those are things that I'll do to incorporate into the show. So in the event, say if you had not come in tonight, okay, I probably had enough to talk about that could have filled an hour, hour and a half of straight talk, okay, that would have carried us until tomorrow. Then when we do our Just for Men segment, we have issues that are already laid out by show producer Ray J here, So things like that, that's what I'm talking about. But you have to constantly be on your grind, constantly know what you're going to be doing and how you're going to prepare. And for lack of a better phrase, what your plan of attack is, how are you going to successfully do these things, There has to be, my youngest brother, and I thought this was completely amazing, and there's probably a very small percentage of people that actually operate like this. His entire 24-day schedule, he has it itemized down to the second. And when I say the second, he has it itemized to where he will take a bathroom break. I'm serious, how long it will take him to brush his teeth. He'll go study, then he'll come back, he'll take a break. I say a snack, I'm going to snack at, let's say, 6:34 until 6:37. That snack will be comprised of whatever food he's going to eat, drink. But every
in the military, we call that a SMEAC.
SMEAC?
Yes.
Okay.
So that's what
he's SMEACing out of control.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
But if you look at the person who he has become, and I know we as humans are consumed with personal accomplishments, okay? Mm-hmm. But if you look at his body of work and what he has accomplished, you will say, oh my goodness, how did you do this? How did you do that?
Time management, master focus.
Discipline.
Yes, discipline. The big D. Big discipline, the big D.
Discipline.
It's very essential.
Right. And people just don't understand that. And I have a brother who was a minister, and he was sharing something with a mutual friend of ours. And her question was, how did you get to be so deeply knowledgeable of the word like that? And he shared with her what the equation was. Well, when she realized what the equation was and what she would have to undertake, then her next statement was, well, I don't know if I want to do all of that. Okay, but if you don't want to do all of that, then stay where you are.
Exactly.
Okay, but you can't want to. You can always want to be somewhere else, but are you willing to do the work?
That's the thing. Many people are not willing to do the work. Like I tell people all the time, people who want better health and they want better bodies, but they want the quick fix. And when I say the quick fix, they want to use products from, companies like It Works or Beachbody because they're not willing to put in the work. You cannot achieve what you want through products alone if your mindset doesn't change. Because what happens when you can't afford those products anymore? You really haven't changed your mindset. You really haven't changed your thought process about the value you give and put on your health. So when you can't afford those products anymore, you're going to go back to the same old habits that got you in the position that you were in the first place. And, I tell people all the time, you can achieve what you want by a lifestyle change, changing what you eat. 80% of what you eat is what determines how your body is going to look, feel, react, whether you have the energy or not. It's 80% of what you eat, 20% exercise. When you're not eating right, but you're exercising on a regular, then your exercise is your eating is counterproductive to your exercise. So it's just canceling it out. It's not being effective. I tell people, if you want, nice thighs, if you want nice butt, if you want hips, you're going to have to do some squats, and you're going to have to do some lunges, and you're going to have to do some things that, some core strengthening exercises you can do right there in your living room, right in your home. But you know what I get told? Oh, that hurts too much. I mean, when I do squats and then the next day, oh, I'm so sore and it hurts, and I don't want what. You either going to make excuses or you're going to get results. But you can't do both. If you want results, then you won't worry and focus on the pain. You'll focus on, hey, I want the body that I can put in this, swimsuit of mine, or I want the body so that I can feel good and confident about how I look,
Hey, you're listening to author Bethany Rucker.
Hey, everybody. Letitia, Scott, and Roberts. Master your focus. Oh, thanks, Letitia. I'm wearing the lipstick and lip gloss and lip liner that you gave me or told me to purchase from MAC.
Tell us this lip gloss that you're wearing again.
It's by MAC.
MAC.
It's Mammoth. I think it's the lip liner and then the lip gloss.
Now, I have to say this to you, and I hope I'm not demeaning any of the females that may be watching. You have almost mastered the lip lining blend with the lip gloss or the lipstick. Because normally I'll see women.
It's called Funtabulous.
Funtabulous.
Funtabulous is what I'm wearing by MAC. It's MAC Dazzle Glass is what it's called, MAC Dazzle Glass.
Dazzle Glass. Most women, when they put the lipstick on and they'll have a black liner.
Yes.
What's your liner?
Night Moth. It's called Night Moth.
Is that a black?
It's a burgundy.
A burgundy. Oh, so you have different liners, colors?
Well, yeah. Lip liners can come in red, burgundy, brown, dark brown chocolate, regular brown, like caramel brown. Yeah, they do come in different colors.
Now, speaking for all women of America and the world,
Hey, sis.
why do they use black and then they'll color in the rest of the lips with a different color?
Well,
you see the black.
Well, black actually is not a lip liner color. That is eyeliner. And that's really tacky when you put eyeliner on your lips for lip liner. I don't know who started that, but that's a no-no. That's a no-no. I mean, like, unless you're doing some type of gothic look or you're in costume for a play, an event, Halloween, you typically won't put eyeliner on your lips because that's not lip liner. So you can do a dark chocolate purple. They have a lip liner that is dark chocolate purple, burgundy, red, a nude, neutral color, like I said, caramel brown, and even a dark chocolate brown, for the different complexions and skin types. So like a Caucasian female would wear more of a neutral, it's called nude or neutral lip liner. It would really stand out on her as it will be equivalent to one of us wearing a dark chocolate lip liner or a burgundy. It stands out and bounces off our skin tone. So
why the lip liner and not just the lipstick?
It is all personal preference. And it's also the look that you're trying to achieve. So when you have lip liner and you blend lip liner in with lipstick or lip gloss, it gives you a different look than just lip gloss by itself. That's all. So it's just personal preference. What look you want to create that day? Do you want a natural, a natural look? Do you want a bold look? Do you want a vibrant look? It's kind of, you pick the colors based on what you want to wear and how you want to feel. Hey Herb, hey Brandy, hey Eric, thank you guys for tuning in. All right, Mr. Dallas. Yes. So, and I was having this conversation with my coworker last night. I was explaining to him that makeup is an accessory. When women wear makeup, when they change their makeup and they play around in the makeup and change and give, wear different looks, it's an accessory. It's like wearing jewelry,
right.
Or an equivalent to a man wearing a watch, a timepiece to, accessorize and balance out his outfit. It enhances the outfit, the watch, the pocket square, the bow tie.
Because actually, okay, now, you probably already know this, and you're probably going to blush, but you are naturally beautiful without makeup, period.
Yes, I've been told that, and I would agree.
You just wear it as an accentuation of your beauty?
Yes.
Okay.
An extension and accessory.
I appreciate that, by the way.
You're welcome. I like it. Like I say, you can create a new look. It's just like changing your hair. When a woman changes her hair, it allows her to, create a new look. And that's just a part of the makeup that we as women have, that we like to change. We like to create different looks. We like to change up our look. A lot of it is for ourselves, but then, the other part of it is for our husband or boyfriend, significant other. We want you to notice when we change something. Just, that's kind of like, people keep the spice and the variety going by changing things. So you just don't get used to the same thing.
Okay. Let me ask you this, and I know we're probably way off focus here. If someone asked you, whichever name you're going by that day, how do I successfully start a business? What would you tell them?
That's very simple.
That's very simple.
That is very simple. How you start a business is, first of all, you decide what it is that you're passionate about, what you can see yourself, making money and doing. Then the next step is, what do I need to do to get that business registered? Do I have a name for my business? It's everything just starts with, it starts in your mind. It starts with a thought. And basically, it's called take that thought and put it into action. There are several books that you can, Rainey Howard has a book, Happiest CEO. She has a pretty simple outline on how to start a business. Christy Jackson, 52 Questions, another great book. So resources, all you have to do is put the right information into your mind and seek out that information and do it. Like Nike, just do it. That's how you start a business. Just do it. Say, this is what I want. This is what I'm going to do. If you need to put a deadline or timeline and give yourself 90 days to accomplish A, B, C, and D, that's what you focus on. So that goes back to mastering your focus. Because once you decide that this is what I want, this is what I need to do, and do it with a sense of urgency, honey, you'd be amazed at what you can do. Like I said, in 30 days, if you decide to fast with me and give up something and work on that and master your focus in those 30 days, it will prove to you just how much you can actually get done and just how much time you waste on nothingness. Non-productive things.
Now, I know in a perfect world, they want you to establish a business plan and the whole A to Z. And that probably would be the best thing to do for someone that is trying to venture out. Someone asked me that question when my wife at the time, when we owned Curves, and he said, how did you get your business started? And I didn't really think he was talking about being serious. He said, no. He said, I want to know from A to Z what you did to get your business. Okay. He said, you have a real business, not like these little. And it's not to demean or to belittle what someone else has going on. And I told him, I said, well, the first thing you need to do is what's in your mind. You've got to get it out of there and onto paper.
Yep.
So you can see it.
Yep.
Then when you start planning, I said, now, the fact that I was awarded a sum of money because I got injured on the job, that was the seed money that financed it, but you have to have some type of financing.
Yes,
there.
Eric, I do
you
hustle
have to do
hard.
research, just like you said before. And then it all depends on your level of grind. For example, we needed to find a location. After we were awarded franchise rights, we needed to find a location. We needed to actually the place we went to was completely gutted out, so we had to go in there and
rehab.
I went and rented a what do you call it?
Contractor.
Industrial paint sprayer. Right?
Okay.
And I just kept looking at the walls, and actually I was intimidated because I'd never used one of these before, and a calm just came over me and said, look, well, you're not ever going to know how to use it if you don't turn this thing on.
Right.
So I turned it on, and I did, just take a little inconspicuous,
tester
I
area.
did that, and I said, you know what? I just started bang, and next thing you know, I did the entire interior of that thing, even the ceiling tiles. I just was knocking all of that stuff out. And then my dad, being the master craftsman that he is, he actually assisted me in building some dressing rooms right in the back.
Okay.
And outside of that, we did everything. She did the murals on the walls for, to encourage the women to work out and blah, 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 the whole shebang. So you have to have a vision. You've got to go visit that vision, and then you've got to put it on paper so you can mentally see it as well as physically see it. And when you see something before you, and you start to realize this is not as difficult to grasp as I've made it out to be, okay? And then when you get the right players in place to assist you,
yeah,
that just makes a world of difference.
Collaboration. So applied faith, you have to, having faith and you don't apply that which you believe is dead in the water. So if you don't know how to write your own business plan or come up with your own business plan, that's why you pay for coaching. You attach yourself to someone who can coach you on how to do that, and or that can do it for you. And that is what investing in yourself is about. Many people are not willing to invest in themselves. They talk a good game. Yes, I want to do this. And then when you, as a professional, as a person that's an expert at something I do, and I say, well, this is my fee, and if you want me to teach you or show you how to do it, then you have to pay me. Oh, well, you know what? No, thank you. I don't have the money. I don't have the time. All those excuses. Again, back to what I said. Either you're going to make excuses or you're going to get results, but you can't do both. So if you're going to tell me you want something, but then you give me an excuse because I tell you that there's a fee, you have to pay for my time. This is a business. This is not the hookup. This is not the, it's a business. So if it's important to you and if it's going to be, it is up to me. If it is going to be, it is up to me, to Brandy. And if I'm not willing to invest in me, then I'm not serious, because I have to pay someone, because that's what they do for a living. They make money doing their business, which is what their passion is. They are an expert at that. I worked with Miss Jolena Johnson, who is the publisher with Mission Possible Press. She's a great author. She's a great publisher. She's a great writer. She helped bring out and give more detail to my writing in the book that I had wrote. And I was very proud of my accomplishment. And I paid money, whatever her fee was.
Hey, 645 here, 645 on Discussions with Dallas Live with Ray J. You're listening to authoress Bethany Rucker. She's explaining to you how to master your focus.
Juicy. Hey, Candy Rain. Oh, coming down. Into May.
Okay,
Juicy
this
fruit.
is your regularly scheduled program.
Can I get some Lakeside or some Gap Band?
I asked you what you
I know. I want to hear that now. So can you put
Okay.
on some Yearning for Your Love? Or
Yearning for Your Love here on Discussions
the
with
Gap
Dallas.
Band. That's right. You can't keep running in and out of my life. What? Keep rolling. My heart is yearning for your love. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. Let's see. Share this video blog. Thank you for joining Angela, Rhonda, Mr. Eric Lingard, Erica, Michelle, Brandy, Herb. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Letitia, Scott, Nurse Washington. We are having a great show, Master Your Focus. So we're going to master our focus for 30 days, starting May 1st to May 31st. What would you accomplish and what would you do if failure was not an option? If you could not fail and only could succeed, what would you accomplish in 30 days? Tell me. Think about that. Visualize that. Put it on the vision board. Master your focus. We're going to do some things and make it happen, y'all, in May. May is the month of miracles and blessings, baby. So let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Do it. All right, here we go. Got the Gap Band.
645, back in the saddle here. Got the authoress Bethany Rucker here telling us about mastering your focus. Hey, if you want to see this entire broadcast, go to authoress Bethany Rucker's Facebook page. That is the name right there. And you can see this hear this in its entirety on the page. Go right ahead, Dal.
You can't keep running in and out of my life. I just wanted to throw that in there before I
How do
started
you
talking
keep-
again.
How do you keep people from running in and out of your life?
I am very selective in who I let in my circle,
There you go.
and I am. I guess you could kind of say I've been told I'm very standoffish. I can be.
Really?
I was told the other day I'm very elusive,
I can't imagine that.
and my thing is, I'm very particular. And I, since I am a law enforcement officer, I investigate people for a living. So, you pretty much are the beginning of an investigation
Yes, it
as far
is.
as me trying to, figure out who you are and what you're about and why you want to, attach yourself to me. So,
Let me ask you this. Are you worthy of the chase?
of course,
Now, why do you say that?
I say that because it's not what I bring to the table. I can bring the whole table. So with knowing that, there's no reason for me to personalize, take on someone else's, insecurities, shortcomings, or whatever they feel, my value or my worth is. I know it, so therefore I'm going to continue to carry and act accordingly. And when I don't see a person actions reflecting that in which I know that I bring and represent, then you're wasting my time. Pretty much. I mean,
why does someone, and not you in particular, I'm just asking a relational question here because you're a woman of many hats here. Why does one have to meet or match, not you, Bethany, but a woman's level? Why do they have to match? Why must they be equally yoked? There we go.
because you are what you attract. You can't want something that you're not willing to give. You can't want
That's
a
not
particular.
true. You can want a lot of things that you're not willing to give.
Well, but you're not going. Don't interrupt my thought process, Mr. Dallas.
Let me get
If
outside.
you want to achieve, you have to be what you want to attract. If you want someone that, for instance, if you want a woman that is responsible, that can cook, that is giving, that is unselfish, that is open-minded, then you have to be those things yourself, because you can't expect to get that if you're not willing to be that.
So if you're not hitting on every cylinder that you're wanting, are you saying you must excuse yourself?
No, what I'm saying is, at least if you take the time to get to know who that person is, then you know how to best compliment them based on who you are.
Okay.
And you also can grow, and that person can influence you just like you can influence that person. But it's about what you put your focus in on. Mastering your focus is what's important to you. See, when you see the value in something, you're willing to make the sacrifice to get it. Because the people who don't value you, they make no sacrifices. They want everything to be handed to them. They want everything to be made easy for them. They feel a sense of entitlement because they don't value you. And with entitlement comes unappreciation. With entitlement comes expectations. With entitlement comes that they feel you owe them something on either side, whether it's the female or it's the male. But when you don't see the value in something, then you're not willing to put in the work to get the same thing with a person that claims they want to start a business. If you don't have the money, you can find the resources with someone who does have the money that can help you meet that need, but it's going to be an exchange. They're not going to just invest in your business if you haven't been willing to invest in yourself. What have you done so far to take yourself closer towards starting your business? If you're not willing to invest in you, why would you think someone else is going to invest their money in you? That's kind of asinine and backwards. So it's the same thing even in a relationship. If you haven't invested in yourself for personal growth, spending personal time with yourself to be the best version of you that you can be to attract what it is that you say you want and need in a relationship, then why do you feel that that should come into your life, or you should be blessed with that?
You ever heard of the word lazy?
Oh yes, there's a lot of lazy people out there.
People can want
They're
a lot
selling
of
wolf
things.
tickets like a hot air balloon. They just all talk. Ain't nothing come out their mouth but hot air. That's it.
You get up there nicely.
Thank you. So, hey, Charisma.
52 after the hour here. Discussions with Dallas. We're going to be wrapping it up. very
Wrapping
soon.
it
And we've
up.
got
Master your
Oscar
focus.
in the studio. Bethany Rucker telling us how it is, how to get down, how to make it happen.
My heart
Hey, you
is
got any questions or
yearning
comments? Give us a
for
call,
you. Let me inside your
388-9622.
love.
We've got about 3 more minutes before
Oh,
we wrap this up here.
my heart is yearning for you.
Is
Let
love
me
what keeps people together,
inside
Bethany?
your love. I say love, loyalty, and respect. And friendship is what keep people together. If you're not friends with your significant other, it'll be hard for you to stay together, because
Wait a minute. Start that over. Say love, loyalty, and
love, loyalty, respect, and friendship
Okay.
is what keeps people together.
Okay.
Because if I like you, then it makes it easier for me to do what is difficult at times to do when I don't feel like doing it.
Mm.
But love is action.
Mhm.
So you can't love somebody if your actions are not showing and validating that in which you say all day long. Love is action. And liking a person allows you to stay empathetic, sympathetic to how you may talk to them, their feelings, their emotions. You care, you handle them delicately when you like a person. When you don't like a person, you don't give a darn. You say whatever, however, whenever, deal with it. It's like, oh well, talk to the hand, you know. As they say, get you something about snatch your life, whatever these sayings these people be making up. But at any rate, so you know, and when you respect a person, to me, respect and loyalty go hand in hand, because when you respect a person, you are a reflection of them, meaning you represent them when you're out, whether you are with them at the time or not. So you don't want to do anything to embarrass them. You're not going to do anything to embarrass you, you know, because when you're trying to operate as a unit, then what you do affects that person. You're a team, you're a brand together, and you want to set a good example. So you don't want to be out there doing something that's going to bring a negative, you know, vibe or karma to your relationship. That's, you know, giving the devil a foothold into your relationship.
Okay, on that note right there, 6:55, or very close to 6:55. Wrap us up and tell us about the essential oils and how they can get in touch with you in reference to that, and how they can get your book. We need to do all that in about 60 seconds and or less.
Woo, here we go. That's the book. Amazon.com.
What's the name of the book?
Through My Eyes, Amazon.com.
Okay,
You can purchase my book for $15.
Okay.
You can purchase it through Amazon.com. However, if you wanted me to personally autograph it, then you have to purchase it directly through me. And you can go to my business page on Facebook called Through My Eyes Book Page. And you'll see my picture, my lovely picture on there. You can make a purchase through my PayPal me account for the book. Or you can inbox me on Facebook. Or you can call me on my cell phone, which the number is 318-512-7149. I am a essential oils distributor through the company called Young Living. So essential oils, you can release emotions and you can take care of your total immune system, your body overall, in the most productive way. And we are diffusing in the diffuser peace and calming. Peace and calming. So when you have a stressful day, if your kids come home stressed, they had a rough day, all you have to do is put 2 drops of peace and calming essential oil in your diffuser and let it diffuse. And 1 serving of water in this diffuser will diffuse for 5 hours.
Back in your book, is it in ebook form?
It is not in ebook form. It's only in paperback at the moment. Eventually, I will put it in ebook form. And also, so youngliving.com is the website. If you are wanting to do essential oils, place an order. We actually have some specials going right now, and my distributor ID is 11164236. 11164236. You can place an order. I actually am 200 points shy of hitting my goal, so I really could utilize some people placing some orders for essential oils. And if you need me to make recommendations on what you should get, again, please leave a message in my inbox or comment on this post. I did the toothpaste challenge for 30 days, which is a great combination. If you want whiter teeth, healthier teeth, stronger gums, and stronger enamel on your teeth, then do the toothpaste challenge and order that set, which is the orange essential oil and the aroma bright toothpaste for $28 plus taxes and shipping. Hydrate. Water is very important. Hydrate.
Okay, and that's going to be your final word. Thank you for tuning in to Discussions with Dallas Live with Rae J.
Yes, filling in for the Miss Lovely Rae J. I don't know, but I don't know.
Okay.
If you want to say that, I'll take that. But this is Ferguson USA Hot Talk Radio. Thank you for tuning in, everybody.
Thank you so much for that beautiful smile right there.
Yes.
Hey, if there's a tomorrow, we will definitely discuss it here on Discussions with Dallas Live with Rae J here in the studio. Tomorrow we're going to have Just for Men.
Just for men. Brother Shaheed. Just for me.
Will be in the studio. Mr. Dallas will be in the studio. Rae J will be in the studio producing as she does. And that's basically going to do it. So this one is going out to you, Miss Bethany.
Woo! Okay. Music. I love music.
Dropping the mic out here. Good night.
Any kind of music.
We're dropping the mic here. Drop the mic. Drop the mic. Say goodbye.
That's what that means. I'm sorry. Goodbye, everybody. Have a monumental Monday.
Okay. And Mr. Dallas talking about good night.
I gotta learn your lingo. I forgot that's what
You
y'all
said say good night. That's all.
I was getting into the song.
Okay.
My digging my scene with my gangster lean hat.
Big one now?
I said this is my digging my scene with my gangster lean with my hat.
I love that hat on you.
So thank you guys for tuning in. I hope that I have slowed my talking down so I'm not talking so fast where you can't understand me. The very first show that I did, my cousin and a couple of my co-workers from St. Louis City PD said I was talking really fast, so I had to slow it down, get more tempoed. So I hope I did a better job of that. This is my third show, my third segment. I hope you learned something today. Again, if you have any questions, if you want information about any of the books or any of the people that I've worked with, any of the people I've recommended, feel free and I will get you their information. So thanks again. Hey, Coach K, welcome to the video blog, although it's getting ready to end. So I would like to thank Ray J and Dallas for inviting me and giving me my own segment on their show, Discussions with Dallas and Ferguson USA Hot Talk Radio. I am excited and stay tuned. So love you too, sis. You guys have a great day and I am out. Love, peace, and soul. Till the next time.